What's the deal, y'all? Rich Trapper tapping in. 10 in Trap News Network. Back in the same, like cook, cracking the same here at 10 in Trap News Network. It's that good news you can use. It's that good knowledge you ain't finna get nobody's college, big dog. Hit the like, hit the comment, hit the good subscribe button. Everything we got going on here at 10 in Trap News Network. Good news you can use. Good knowledge you ain't finna get nobody's college, big dog. Tap in with that. Tap in to make sure you are, in fact, tapped in with that good tap in. You feel me? Hit that notification bell. Hit all. Say tapped in for the latest and the greatest. Tap in with the tap in. You feel me? Notification bell. Hit all. And if we would like you... That was music from Fig Newton. Shout out to Fig Newton. He got a new song out with Killer Twan. Big shout out to them. We finna jump into this content, but before we do, make sure you hit that notification bell. Hit all. Stay tapped in for the latest and the greatest. Stay tapped in for the latest and the greatest. Stay tapped in for the latest and the greatest of what we have going on here at 10 in Trap News Network. And we need you to make sure you hit that description, hit the petition to get rid of pathetic fatso out of this greater American staters. You feel me? Breaking news, random. Diddy accused of disguising himself as a Muslim woman to watch Cassie in freak-offs. Let's get into Charleston White and Wack 100. All right.
A lot very capable of doing. At the end of the day, behind that, there's some real men behind.
So how long you been with your girl?
7 years.
So what you was doing with old
Big shout out to the Danza Project.
girl last week at the Fountain Blue?
Oh yeah, this guy. No,
I was
just seeing what's up.
Look, this ain't no street. You know, you cheating. They can't call me no.
I was just seeing what was up. I was just seeing what was up.
Okay, well, I mean, I want to see how professional you.
If she had a fat ass, I wanted to see what was up. Yeah.
Okay.
One thing.
I ain't gonna say no names or nothing, but we got the content. I sent it to you. You got it, right?
Yeah, I got it. You're talking about content, right?
Bro can't help himself. How you start the conversation snitching on a nigga? This nigga can't help himself. He starts the conversation just telling on niggas, bro.
You do seem to have a lot of content. One of them ones that I'm very questionable about is this Nipsey Hussle video.
What about
I don't buy it.
Oh, you know, I got a little thing I do. I just tell you put some money up.
How much money you want me to?
I got 100,000 right now. You know what? I got 160,000. We'll put the I could bust 180 easy. I could easy 180 jury and cash. I got 180 wow. That say it don't exist. I got 180,000 jury and cash, gold and chili, diamonds, gold and chili, with the paperwork to go with the diamonds and the gold. The chili is what it is. We'll send the chili through Zelle. That way you know it's real. It don't exist. I'm calling Flu Slam.
Whatever you want to put up. How many you want to see? Is like about 15 different text messages, probably like 10, 12 videos. How many of them you want to see?
I mean, I got 5 on it.
5 what?
5 bands.
Per video?
Nah, hell nah. I
got 180,000.
Let's see if there's any truth to it. You believe it?
That ain't gonna question me trying to talk about nobody.
No. I done repeated it, so obviously I believe it. Nigga, I done went and repeated it, so obviously I believe it.
So here go the thing, right? This is real shit. Sometimes you gotta dissect certain things, right?
Yeah.
Now, let me ask you a question. I told you who the players were in the video, right? I said it's a dude from Louisiana, Nip, and his baby mama, right? You think after all these years, the baby mama wouldn't have stood up and said something if I was bullshit?
I don't know.
Come on, bro.
So.
You think after all this time you wouldn't put this video out for some sort of monetary gain and you ain't got no money going in?
When he said it, I said some shit about the character, trying to explain some shit, and my life been threatened.
What you mean? What you mean?
You know what I said, Nip, but not Aramis. So I explained that, and my life was threatened. When this came out and said that, I sat back and said, man, they finna kill that. If he lying, they finna do something to that.
See, here's the thing about that. Wack has been in hiding. Extreme hiding. Hello? What's going on, bro? Okay. Nah, don't rush, bro. Take your time, man. Whenever you about 5 minutes away, just let me know. But if you gotta stop and get something to eat or do whatever, take as much time as you need, bro. I don't want to rush you. Okay. Say less, bro. I appreciate your time. Thank you. Blessings. Marathon burger finna be cracking. Come on, come on.
So let me ask you a question.
And ain't nobody done
What's
nothing.
your issue with? I don't got it. That's his sexual preference. Diddy up there wilding.
Yeah.
He finna let people know he was hitting it.
So now Wack wants to, I don't have no problem with it, blah, blah. Keep in mind too, he's hiding in Florida. He's right now, well, he's back in Vegas now, but he's lying to Trick Daddy saying that he's in Florida when he's not. He's not in Miami. That nigga's in Vegas right now. R&B done already dropped the location. We already know you in Vegas and all that kind of shit. Because R&B sent the picture of your dumbass with her. Stupid. Swear to God, R&B done dropped off the location showing that Wack, he's right here, blah, blah, blah. So check R&B because she's taking pictures of you in bed with her and she's showing niggas that you're in Vegas. With that being said, Wack wants to say all these types of things, but notice how even he's getting into it with Trick Daddy now. I'll make a video on that later. And getting into it with Trick Daddy, he waits till he goes back to Vegas to say whatever. He's in Vegas hiding now, talking about what's going on in LA, but he'll never be in LA. With the best example today is the 21st of May. The 31st in 10 days is a Marathon Burger opening. Wack said that he can go up there anytime. Let's see if Wack goes to the Marathon Burger opening. You say that you can go up there. You say you good up there. Make it happen. Show us you outside.
Nip baby mama, you see it's coming out. Because, you know, Cassie and her was best friends. So when a playing like the way Diddy playing, this is real shit. My woman right there. My woman's right there.
Everybody in the industry that we like.
If I tell my woman...
That I don't disagree with.
Listen,
Listen,
you think if Diddy told Cassie, make that happen with Lauren, it wasn't going to happen?
So now you disrespecting Lauren London. He not going to come to Marathon Burger. He's not going to come to Marathon Burger.
You heard Nip?
I think they have incredible power. I would doubt nothing that comes out of that camp over there.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying.
We learn more shit than we ever needed.
But my question to you is, because outside of his sexual preference, what problem did you have with Nip?
He a rolling 60s neighborhood Crip, which is a detrimental organization to
Wack is never going to be able to come outside.
Black America.
Okay, now, hold on. So, will the kids listen to somebody that's not that, even though they're into that, to keep them from being that? Or will they listen from the individual that's telling them not to be that and you could do something different? Look at me.
That individual. That's only a small portion of our kids that's going into that. Most of our kids aren't going into that. Maybe in LA, in those small LA, Chicago, but outside of those two entities, our kids aren't automatically
Rolling
going into
60s
that.
deep as a mother in Texas.
But our
Oh,
kids,
they not?
but I would have never got exposed to it if I didn't never go to the boys' home. I would have never known nothing about rolling 60s had I never went
Where
to the
was
boys' home.
where was it located?
In the rural area,
Of Texas, right?
yeah, of Texas.
Okay, so what I'm saying is,
My son don't know nothing about rolling 60s.
so is it Nipsey's fault that he come up the way he come up?
I ain't got nothing to do with that. I just know before Nipsey died, I seen him slapping a guy that's trying to record him and his girl, which you a celebrity. I heard him say, I'm a Crip before I'm anything. Not that I'm a man, not that I'm a father. I heard him say, I'm a Crip before anything. So once I started listening to him, I heard a song where he say, I'm gonna turn all these bitches into lesbians. Now,
I didn't hear that song.
Now, it's on.
So at that point, you became an advocate for women.
I don't give a about women.
Yeah,
I'm
because
just- I don't
the same women you say
Hold on,
you don't.
no. Let
What
me
you
finish.
talking about?
You asked me about Nip. Nigga,
Yeah,
he
yeah.
said, I'm gonna turn all these bitches. And I'm saying, I got a daughter. So when I see them, I don't like gang members. Gang members don't do a motherfucking thing for black people but kill other black people. During the police shooting, the gang members ain't rising up like that daddy did to go kill nothing. When it's time to, when the Mexicans do something to us, the same. So I'm saying, these gang members, he just so happened to be one of them gang members. So when I go to his funeral, I find out
Wack is so scary, he won't come outside for Halloween. Facts.
why are people in my city celebrating this? I ain't never heard his songs or nothing. Don't know nothing about this.
Stop right there. I was one to say, and Biggie Small said it, you nobody till somebody kills you. Because Nip dropped his.
Can you imagine being this thirsty for some chili that you gonna say a bunch of stuff? We already know that he can't come outside. So you finna do what you gotta do for this last little bit of fame and this last hoorah before you go to jail and have to deal with the consequences of your actions and all the people you disrespected. This man right here is above all an idiot. Above all an idiot. And he thinks that he hides behind semantics and clever wordplay. You finna get your feet whooped. It's gonna be so bad for you when you come outside, bro. They're gonna make it horrible for you. They're going to make it horrible for you. And the best part about Rat Run Hunter, we all know that he's not finna go to, he's not finna step up to go get down with nobody. We all know this. What's gonna happen to him? You gonna let them cases build up and they're gonna get you in jail, bro. They're gonna get you in jail. And honestly, at this point, that might be for the best. Because in jail, when them doors close, it ain't nobody to stop the situation. Maybe Wack need a situation that can't nobody stop. Maybe Wack need a situation that puts him up close and personal with him and that Bethlehem. You feel me? That Key Sue, if you will, if you know what I'm talking about. That good Zorro. You know what I mean? Because with this dude, I feel like at this point, he won't fight. All he do is go on the internet and talk crazy. So you got to beat him at his own game. And that we will do.
His album 2019, right?
Yeah.
No, 2018.
Yeah.
He died 2019, right? So that first year, album did 50, 60,000 copies, okay? Even when he got killed, it still took another year after the death for it to reach platinum. If the boom, the persona that we saw from the world was real, it wasn't just no BS, that thing would have been platinum overnight.
So when I go to the funeral, I'm sitting and I'm listening because I'm here to find out who is this Nip guy. So I don't hear nobody really say Nipsey. I hear Earmiss. So when Lauren London's son got up there and said, last night, Earmiss came to me in a dream and he was in heaven. And he said, what's up, killer? So when this kid gave this detailed description of Earmiss, homie, it blew my mind. I put the blunt out and
He was the father.
I started paying attention. So then Lauren London spoke about him. So I said, nah, homie, Nipsey was a character like the WWE. This guy was intelligent. And then I got to talk to Big Syke after the funeral. Big Syke gave me a ride back to the house. Big Syke said Nip came up to him when he was about 11 years old and said, big homie, why you gangbang? And he said, I gangbang because I was born to. He said Nip told him at 11, he don't have the name Nip yet, big homie, when I grow up, I'm gonna change the hood. Kid grew up to change the hood. So I fell in love with Earmiss.
Yeah, okay, I get it.
So that's so I'm painting a picture. These rappers ain't who we think they are.
Yeah.
If I'm looking from afar, I'm thinking Nip is a hardcore neighborhood rolling, but nigga, this was a compassionate guy. So I'm trying to show the kids, yeah, what we see in these personas, but it's a flip side of a coin.
Hey, Mom, I'm on YouTube Live. I'm going to call you when I get off. All right, bye.
To these.
Well, do you think Denzel's a snitch?
Oh, no, I don't know.
Well, he played one in American Gangster.
I don't think that, but
But
the
I'm
kids
saying he played one in American
so,
Gangster.
but
So
hold on.
why can't
No.
they rap persona?
Because our kids think these are the personas. I with kids. I ain't talking to grown
So
folks.
what kids you talking about? You talking about the kids
we
in the
know
group
we
homes?
know what
No,
actors,
I don't
we
know what
what
kids you
actor
talking about. I'm
is
talking about the
actor.
kids I know.
My son,
I don't know your son. I'm talking about the kids in my neighborhood.
what do your son think?
My son know not to think. He been taught all that's bullshit on TV.
So is it on the
My son know not to think. Hold on, let me run this back a little bit.
So that's so I'm painting a picture. These rappers ain't who we think they are.
Yeah.
If I'm looking from afar, I'm thinking Nip is a hardcore neighborhood rolling, but nigga, this nigga was a compassionate guy. So I'm trying to show the kids, yeah, what we see in these personas, but it's a flip side of a coin to these.
Well, do you think Denzel's a snitch?
Oh, no, I don't know.
Well, he played one in American Gangster.
I don't think that, but
But
the
I'm
kids
saying he played one in American Gangster.
but
So
hold on.
why can't
No.
they rap persona?
Because our kids think these are the personas. I with kids. I ain't talking to grown
So
folks.
what kids you talking about? You talking about the
What
kids?
is it? We know
what.
what
No,
actor,
I don't know what
actor
kids you
is
talking about. I'm talking about the
acting.
kids I know.
My son,
I don't know your son. I'm talking about the kids in my neighborhood.
What does your son think?
My son know not to think, 'cause he been taught all that's bullshit on TV.
So is it on the rappers or is it on the parents?
It's on the parents.
So question I have for you with this same thing. You also are a father. And
Hell yeah.
When you hear messages,
I'm a daddy too.
Yeah, when you hear
Father just biological shot you out. Daddy will take care of you.
Facts. Now, when you talk about being a father, being a daddy, right, and you hear a message like Charleston's, do you agree with his message, knowing that you don't want that for the kids?
No, I'm told even he know that. I tell the kids to go to police academy, goddamn military school, trade school. I tell them gang banging is the dumbest, stupidest thing I could have ever done. I don't regret it because it got me to where I'm at today, right? I went through what I went through to understand it. But I don't think gang banging is healthy for nobody in no shape, form, or fashion at all. All the cap that is there to protect the community, that ain't what it's there for, because if we even look at what we do, majority gangs claim a park, right? Who the park was created for?
The kids.
Okay, now if you got a bunch of grown dudes in the park who done went across the way and put some work in 2 nights before.
You know what's crazy about all the parks that he's mentioning? He can't go to any of them. Imagine talking about all these parks and you can't go to any park. Like, nigga, you so banned from LA, you're not allowed to go to the jungle gym, bro. Like, nigga, you are literally not allowed to go to the jungle gym.
And you hear a message like Charleston's, do you agree with his message, knowing that you don't want that for the kids?
No, I'm told even he know that. I tell the kids to go to police academy, goddamn military school, trade school.
Yeah, do exactly what you did. Go to the police.
I tell them gang banging is the dumbest, stupidest thing I could have ever done. I don't regret it because it got me to where I'm at today, right? I went through what I went through to understand it. But I don't think gang banging is healthy for nobody in no shape, form, or fashion at all. All the cap that is there to protect the community, that ain't what it's there for, because if we even look at what we do, majority gangs claim a park, right? Who the park was created for?
The kids.
My man Brandon, what's the deal, bro?
What up, bro?
Hey, just so you know, you are on my live on YouTube, so I'll just make sure you know that before I start talking reckless to you.
What's up?
I'm on bullshit. You can hear it in my voice. Hey, so look, my nigga, I was just thinking, there's so many comments and statements being made about me by the No Jumper staff. It's always some jokes and all that. You can agree to that, right or wrong?
Yeah.
It's a lot of jokes, it's a lot of ha-ha, he-he's, right?
Yeah.
And would you say, as being a grown man, it seems like there's a little bit of aggression there?
From who?
Let's just say the No Jumper staff entirely. Let's say Flakko, Adam, Lush, 600, Wack. You throw them all in there.
I would say that it's honestly the only person I would really be able to point out would be like Adam or Flakko. With them, I don't think they're trying to show aggression because I don't think they would want to actually do anything to you or, get a fade or nothing like that. I gotta listen to Wack them. They haven't been around, so I haven't really heard them say anything about you, but I don't really watch their stuff.
I would like you to do me a favor, Brandon.
What's up?
The next time you go up to No Jumper, because by the time, you get up there, the video will already be out. The next time you go up to No Jumper, be like, hey, that nigga Rich Trapper out here? And bro said, meet him at the Marathon. Marathon Burger opening up on the 31st, next Saturday.
Okay.
So I'm thinking, Wack, Lush, Flakko, Adam, 600. I think that they should pull up on me at Marathon Burger on Venice Beach next week. And I think that we should all have a good conversation and vlog, and I could buy everybody lunch.
Hey, wait, there's a Marathon Burger opening up on Venice Beach?
Yeah, my nigga, I'll send you the information. You good. I'll make sure you get in that motherfucker.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I'm definitely down to go, but I'll definitely bring that shit up.
Yeah, man. And, I think that instead of us talking to Hope, my chat say what's up to you, Brandon. It's a lot of love coming from you, coming to you in the chat.
Tell him I said what's up.
So I think this is just us being grown men. I think that we should stop all this back and forth, all these little stupid videos and all that. Let's meet up at Marathon, have a conversation that needs to be had, and whoever don't pull up to Marathon Burger, at this point should just stay in the bitch's place and stop talking about the other.
No, 100%. But if you watch the video today, I was saying that because some niggas was talking about niggas wanting to fight me and stuff. And I said, look, nigga, I'm right here at No Jumper. All y'all niggas know when I'm going to show up over here. If you got smoke with me, you know where I'm going to be at. If you know I'm going to be at and you still ain't doing shit, then just shut the fuck up.
And I think that should be the standard moving forward.
Yeah, seriously.
Because
this talking is just doing nothing but, I don't know if niggas trying to get views and clicks.
oh no, see here go the thing. It's all for the ticks and the clicks. It's all for the ticks and the clicks. But it's easy to talk a gang of shit to a nigga that's 2,000 miles away. Marathon Burger is probably like, what, the one on Venice, 15, 20 minutes from No Jumper? Venice Beach? How far is that from No Jumper? 15, 20 minutes?
Nah, that's way further than that.
Well, you know what? It don't matter because guess what? Lush from West LA anyway, and that's his hood.
It's close enough for niggas to drive there. That's all that.
Hey, I'm coming from Atlanta, my nigga. So I don't think it should be no excuses.
Well, I'll be there for sure, and I'll definitely relay the message to those dudes.
You know what I'm saying? So, hey man, and if you can, you know, bring some niggas. I got some gas money if you need to take niggas with you, bro. I got you on the gas money. You feel me? Cause I just want to see what niggas. I just want to see who really cracking in real life.
I'll be there. I will definitely.
Nigga, I know you coming. And then look, bring viral and them niggas with you too, fool.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell him too. I'm gonna tell him right now.
Yeah, cause I hit that nigga so I can invite him personally. But you know, you niggas is green, bro. You know when niggas ain't on that.
Hey, for real. All right, man. I'll holler at you, but I'll definitely let him know.
My nigga, love.
Peace.
You know, let's just see. Let's just see. Let's just see. Let's just see. Let's just see.
Okay, now if you got a bunch of grown dudes in the park who done went across the way and put some work in 2 nights before, where they know where to come retaliate at.
Yeah.
So now you got a bunch of grown cats bringing the problem to the park, and now we got little Eddie hit over here, 9 years old, because he in the sandbox, right? So everything that they do is really a violation, but I guess what? Majority of these gangs, the rules were started by somebody with an 8th grade education. This is just what's real, and it's selective politicking all the way through. What's wrong for him was right for him because he got the bag. What's right for him is wrong for him because who his uncle is. So it ain't really no structure. It ain't nothing about it. I didn't really start growing in the mind until I left the hood and started to see the world.
But what got me here, he was killed by his own kind.
Well, Boosie called that. Boosie told everybody years ago.
He was killed by his own kind. And it ain't been no retribution or retaliation or no ill will toward the kind that killed him.
Well, how could it be when that's the nature of their block? They got a saying over there.
You ain't a real one until you kill him.
That's a fact.
Isn't it amazing how you have this fake Paru who's not a real reputable blood anymore, so heavily involved in the Crip politics that he used to want to be from? You can't tell me that Wack didn't want to be from 60s. You can't tell me that. I don't care what nobody say. That nigga Wack wanted to be from 60s bad. And when he couldn't get his put on, that nigga started tripping and acting crazy and all this kind of stuff. So it's amazing to see so much politicking going on by such a reputable blood, but you know, whatever.
So now with you got a stigma on your name given to you by the internet, and people on the internet, and they say,
what's the stigma?
They say Wack 100 is the police.
Oh yeah, Wack 100 is the police, but we'll get into that next, man. Y'all know the deal. It's red dots to the left. Y'all know the rest, and it's free avenue. Just tweets free.